Hey darling, welcome back to another episode of Life Reality Walkway. I'm still your darling Sophie. So, still on our sex series, I'll be bringing you more information on how to enjoy sex as a sweet side of our relationship. And today, I'll be bringing you the things that makes us not to enjoy sex, the things that makes you not to be a great lover. You know, I'll be opening your eyes to the areas in which you abuse the moment of sex even without knowing you're doing. And I'll also be opening your eyes to some things that you might be doing that you really don't know that this is one of the things that pisses your lover off and makes your lover not be looking forward for another round sex with you. So don't forget I'm still your darling Sophie. And if you're just stopping by my channel for the very first time, hope you know that you're very much loved and welcome. Feel free to click the subscribe button, and if you find this video very helpful and informative, do give me a thumbs up at the end of it all. So I hope you stick with me to the very end of this video because I'm here to tell you the whole truth. Alright, so on the topic of the sex, let's just get to it and bring down some information that will really help us. Because don't forget that this channel is all about life reality, and we want to make sure that we touch every aspect of life, family, fashion, lifestyle, and so in this channel I'll be bringing you guys lots of DIYs as time goes on, and it's gonna be also in fashion and also in anything that we can use to improve life all together. Okay, and still on this next talk, at the end of it all, like I said, it's gonna be a series talks, but at the end of it all, I'm gonna bring us some natural remedies that we can use to solve some of our sex issues, and we can also use most of these things to improve our sex life. So yeah, I mean, you need to enjoy this, okay? And don't forget that sex is one sweet part of our relationship, okay? So darling, let's get to it with this point. Sex as the sweet side of our relationship. Alright, when we say that sex is a sweet side of our relationship, what do I really mean by that? It's not as if there are, it's not as if we don't have lots of sweet moments in our relationship. We do have lots and lots and lots of sweet memories in our relationship. My baby boy is just over there making those noises you're hearing. I hope you enjoy them because those sounds you're hearing really keeps my heart aglow. Like, it makes me feel so fulfilled when I hear those sounds from him. So I hope you don't just find it irritating because that sound makes me very happy. So back to business, darling. I'm talking about sex as the sweet side of our relationship, and I say that it's not as if we don't have lots and lots of sweet moments in our relationship, but you find out that in between these other sweet moments that we have in our relationship, we get interrupted at some point in them. For instance, you can go on a vacation with your spouse, your partner, or of course your husband should be your lover, right? So you can be on a vacation and then you find out that some pressuring issues, in family line keeps popping up, like children's school fees and house rent, money for upkeeps, and lots and lots of issues. Any of them could just pop up and interrupt the sweetness of the moment, interrupt the fun, and you guys will get drifted away from the moment and start talking about that. Okay, but when it comes to sex, I mean, who brings up the issue of school fees in bed? Who brings up the issue of maybe the last time your mommy came, I don't like the attitude she gave me, or the last time your sister came, did you see how she was looking at me? Mm. Guy, the other time you came back late, and then you didn't really give explanation to that, and all those kind of talks that can really pop up to interrupt the fun of the moment, to take away the sweetness of the moment. Those things are not permitted, that are really not allowed to come up. Alright, see. My baby boy is trying to come close. I don't know. Does he want to say hi? Alright, he's been taken away. So let's just continue. I hope you guys don't feel very, very bad about that interaction. Well, of course, he wants to come and say hi. He should have been allowed to come, right? Alright. So what I'm saying is that the moment of sexual intercourse is a very sweet moment in our relationship where nothing at all should be able to interrupt the sweetness of the moment, the fun of the moment. Okay, so if anything is able to interrupt sex, oh my, I think that is an issue, and is one of the things that we will also be talking about right here today. Okay, so that is what I mean by sex as the sweet side of our relationship, because that is the only sweet moment where nothing at all is permitted to interrupt the fun and the sweetness of the moment. Okay, so with that, darling, let's go on to the talk of the day. So the first thing on my list is dealing with your selfishness. Oh yeah, if you really want to be a good lover, a good partner, someone that really leaves a memory at the end of sex, there is something you need to do, and it's very, very important that you do this. You have to arrest the selfishness in you. For you to really be a good lover that leaves memory in the minds and heads of your lover at the end of each sex, means that you need to, totally pin down, totally kill, eliminate every selfishness in you. It could be the selfishness in the man or the selfishness in the woman, but I'm going to open your eyes to some things that happens during sex that you are really not aware of. You don't know that this selfish part of you really affects the sweetness, the intimacy, the bonding, and everything that your lover is supposed to enjoy or be enjoying during sexual moments with you. Now, I'm very, very sure that you are very familiar with this talk. Lips up of that trail. The moment he comes, all he does is I hate the sound of his snoring the moment he comes. This is from the women's side. I'm still coming down to the men's side, because men also have their own complaint about the women's selfishness, So what I'm really saying is this: on the man's point of selfishness, as a good lover that really wants to leave a lasting memory in the mind of your lover, your women. I'm not talking to the guys. Okay, I'm talking to the guys now. For you to, one of the things that you really need to do, to leave a good memory in the hearts of your lover, your woman, is to make sure that at the point of ejaculation, you get hold of your feelings, right? What I'm trying to say is this: getting hold of that natural stimulation that makes you guys sleep off or doze off right after sex. Okay? You really need to, be in control. It is your body. I know those things are natural. It is a sensation that comes right from your brain. I really don't want to start giving you guys the biological explanation to that, because it truly is that it is something that is happening to you as a guy that is not really, your curse, but you can also have control over it. That is just what I'm trying to say. Okay, it happens to you naturally. I mean, it's a natural occurrence. It's actually response to the sensation that your brain sends down right after ejaculation. I mean, it's just like you just climb the mountain, and then when you're coming down, you're feeling so tired, and you need to, relax after such a heat, climbing, or just right after, running and reaching your goal. You need to feel relaxed from, the strength that you have actually exhausted. Okay, but I don't want you guys to see that as if sex is such work. It's really not work. It's really not climbing a mountain or running a race, or running some kilometers, or doing such a hectic job that you really need to feel relaxed and dozing off. No, you need to see sex as a communal, something that you just had a good meal. You just had something that you really enjoyed. What's the next thing to do after having a good meal? You need to tap your woman on the back, give her a good pat on the back and say, man, you're sweet. Man, you did well. Oh, I enjoyed everything, Give her that appreciation. Get her right into your arms and let her feel loved. Don't just let that natural don't just let that natural sensation and stimuli and everything and reactions that is going right in you and pushing you off to sleep to overcome the real sense of appreciation and cuddling your woman, pulling her right into your arm and then letting her feel loved. That is the first aspect of your selfishness you need to deal with. Never you sleep off after ejaculating. I mean, make it a no during your sexual routine. Okay, it should be a no during your sexual routine. Tell yourself, this woman has made me feel like a man. I enjoyed it. I need to make her feel loved too. And women, we are just babies like in every ramification of life. We also love being cuddled. We love being appreciated. We love being told, yeah, you did well. As much as every human does love that. So I wanted to see a woman as someone that have put in much to satisfy you sexually and needs to be appreciated at the end of each round of sex. Let her feel that she did a good work and that you enjoyed her efforts and that you are appreciating it, not just sleeping up. Okay, and selfishness on the side of the woman that I really want to talk about. I hope ladies don't come stoning me after this. Okay, but yes, I'm a woman and I really need to talk about this. Talking about selfishness number one on the side of man, we need to address selfishness number one on the side of the woman. And what is it? Number one selfishness that I want to address on the side of the woman is the fact that most women see sex as if they are doing the man a favor. You are not doing your lover a favor by giving him sex. I mean, don't ever see that you're giving him sex. You need to see it that you are enjoying yourself, because in the real side, because in the real sense of it, you are not doing him any favor. You both are going to, have those mutual enjoyment. You both are going to enjoy it together. Let's take aside whether the sex is harmful or not, because we'll still come down to that. It's really gonna be a broad topic series. Okay. So what I'm saying is this: one of the selfishness that you, as a woman, needs to address and kill, pin down, arrest it, and then make sure you get it eliminated if you really want to enjoy your sexual life, is the fact that you are not doing the man a favor by giving him sex. You are actually doing yourself a favor. Yes, as much as the man enjoys and needs sex, you as the woman also enjoys and needs it. Okay, and whatever effort you think your man should put into it to bring it on and make it memorable, you should also put it on as a woman. What I'm saying is this: let me just come home and hit the nail at once. Don't see the moments of sexual intercourse as the moment of giving this man a whole list of things that you want or don't want from him. There are many moments that you guys could have to talk about these things. Even if it's not a whole list of what you want or don't want from him, none of those things in those lists should come up at a point of sex. Whatever you feel this guy have done or has not done, or you want him to do or don't want him to do, shouldn't be discussed during sex. I mean, that is not how to use sex as a power tool. That is just an abuse of sex as a power tool. Lady, oh my darling, I just want to make you understand that you have actually been doing it the wrong way. Make sure that at the point of sex, you don't bring up any topic that is going to contradict the sweetness of the moment, that is going to contradict the feelings of the moment. Because the time of sex shouldn't be the time to talk about anything you want this guy to do for you, buy for you. It is, you are trying to, this is not bribery or something, this is not gratification. What should I even call it? Are you trying to hold this guy under duress using sex or something? No. And besides, you are not a count. Even if you were, I want to believe that the both of you must have discussed what this guy has to pay even before the action. So what I'm saying is that the time of sex shouldn't be the time you as the woman should not. The time of sex shouldn't be the time you should bring up anything that will pollute the sweetness of the moment. It shouldn't be the time that you should bring up any reaction that will pollute the sweetness or contaminate the sweetness of the moment or the feelings of the moment. So, mother-in-law did this, shouldn't be during sex. Your sister did that, shouldn't be during sex. You didn't buy me that car, you didn't buy me that phone, that money I asked you for my hair, you didn't give me. Are you gonna give me that after sex? No. It is a no. Don't bring up anything that does not have to do with what is happening. If you really want to enjoy sex as a woman, put your body and soul to it, and let every contrary feelings and view be far away from your mind for that moment, because that is what some of us go doing, and at the end of it, you'll be giving this man the reaction as if it doesn't satisfy you. You'll be giving this man the feeling as if he has not been a good lover, whereas you have not even prepared. You've not put yourself in the right mindset to enjoy sex. Don't forget that sex is something that your spirit body works hand in hand in. So don't just think that let him do what he wants to do and then let me maybe are you gonna give me that money? No. I mean, he can be doing this and you be telling him, maybe you're gonna give me that money, right? Are you gonna sign the check, right? Oh, baby, you promise me you're gonna buy me that iPhone, right? So, darling, if you have been doing this, please, that is not how to use sex as a power tool. If you really want to know how to use sex as a power tool, so stick to this channel because I'm gonna bring that on pretty soon, but not in this very series, not in this very episode. Okay, so what I want to deal today is still part of the basics, just like the previous video on sex. Okay, we are still dealing with the basics because I really want you, darling, to enjoy sex and get to know the benefits, get to know, why God made sex available for us. You get to know how and where you abuse sex and how you can correct it. And this is just one of it. Okay. Another thing that I really want us to talk about is the fact that many of us take sex as one serious thing. Yeah, I'm not saying that sex is not a serious matter. Of course it is, but what I'm talking about is this. You don't need to, take sex as one thing that is so tedious or so serious, like when you're preparing for your MBBS exam or for your YA or of course it shouldn't be. I mean, if you really want to enjoy sex and be a great lover that will leave a lasting impression in the mind of your lover, your partner, your wife, you really need to know that sex should be born at a playful moment. Yeah. You really don't need to, start reading to prepare for it. The more real you are in bed, the guarantee you have to enjoy sex. Get it? The more real you are in bed, the guarantee you have to enjoy sex. So if you really want to enjoy sex, be more real. Oh yeah, it should be real. Your feelings should be real. Everything you're doing, you're expressing should be from the mind. It should be exactly what you feel, how you feel. You want to be touched, guide. It should be exactly what you're feeling right inside. That is how to be real in bed and be a great lover. Okay? But the moment you start introducing, some false feelings into it, man, you are not being real and you are not going to leave a lasting impression in the mind of your lover. So if you really want to be a great lover, you should learn to allow nature take its course when you're in bed. Allow your body, to enjoy what is happening and respond accordingly. That way, your partner will know that your response to him or her comes directly from your mind, comes directly from what you feel for him or for her. And they will never, take it for granted. They'll respect you more for that because you're real. So a take home from this is to make sure that the next time you have sex, you allow your body to respond you should act in response to what your body is telling you. So if your body is telling you, to jack harder, you should jack harder. And if your body is telling you, to summon or give a signal to your lover to make it harder, you should be able to respond accordingly. There should be no pretense in bed. There should be no pretense during the sexual moment. Sexual intercourse doesn't need pretense, it doesn't need falsehood, and don't forget, if you want to enjoy it, you need to be real. So allow your body to respond to what is happening and carry on the expression from the feelings the body is giving you. Okay? So darling, that is one of the ways that we abuse sex. The number 3 on our list that we will be talking about today is being an attentive lover. How to be a good attentive lover. What I'm trying to say is the fact that some of us are really not good lovers because we don't pay good attention to our lovers in bed. And this often happens to men. I'm sorry to say it, but I'm not trying to nail the male folk here. I'm just trying to be real, and this is all about life reality. So I'm trying to bring out all the realities that are really making us not to enjoy sex. Okay, so the fact that you feel like jacking it hard, and your body is telling you hard, doesn't really mean that you should not listen to your lover and know whether she really wants it like harder. Because she might not really be enjoying what your body is telling you. This is like a contrary view. So just the last point I made now. But I want you not to just take it as a contrary view to the last point I just made. I want you to understand how to, pass the message that your body is giving you accordingly in a way that your lover enjoys it. Not in a way that your lover feels intimidated or feels otherwise. You know what I mean by that? So if your body is telling you, I want you to jack harder, you should also pay good attention to your lover and be sure that she wants it like harder. Because if she doesn't want it harder and you were jacking harder, that means the both of you are not on the same page at that moment. You are enjoying it, she is not enjoying it. She could be feeling pains while you are, jacking harder to reach your goal in the next second. Okay? So, being a good lover also means that you should be a good listener in bed. Listening in the fact that you listen and pay good attention to the signs that your lover is giving you. You could be jacking harder and she could be frowning or telling you, baby, slow down. Maybe when you slow down a bit, she can as well come up to enjoy the moments with you and not the pains that she's feeling. So you should know when your lover wants it harder and when she wants you to slow down. That is how to, satisfy your lover and also leave a lasting memory. A woman that, leaves the bed in bruises, believe me, would not be looking forward for another round of sex. But a woman that leaves the bed, juicy and fresh, will be looking forward for another round of sex. Yes, of course. So you should also be able to know when your partner wants it harder and when she wants you to slow down. That is just what I'm talking about. So responding to the messages that your body is giving you also means that you should make sure that you're passing this message in accordance to fulfill the motive, because the motive is that the both of you, you and your lover, enjoys this. If you are the only one enjoying it and the other person is not enjoying it, that means your selfishness is having a good part of you. And don't forget, there should be no selfishness in bed, and you have to be real and also pay good attention to your lover. So, having tidied up these three things, I think we'll be calling it a day for now, because I'm gonna bring you more packages still on sex. The truth is that I want us to, have happy homes. As much as life goes on, I know that each and every one of us desires a good family, a happy union. So, I want us to deal with one of the factors that affects this joy that we should be feeling inside, and that is why we are having this sex series. I hope you don't feel odd about it, because as sacred as most of us think sex is, we should discuss it. God already made it available for us, and what that means is that we should maximize it and make proper use of it. So it's not something not to be talked about. Please don't go out nailing me or judging me. If I have said anything that you really don't like in this episode, I hope you just really rewatch the video and be sure that you really don't like it. And if you really don't like it, apologies already. I'm sorry about that. You, my darling, and I really don't want to get you upset. You're the reason why I'm here. And listening to me means that you somehow like what I'm doing here, and that means a whole lot to me. So if I have gotten you upset in anything I said here today, please accept my apologies. I am really, really, really sorry. So before I go, I want to, beg you to please click the subscribe button if you haven't done that already, and don't forget to give me a thumbs up. That will encourage me a whole lot to keep bringing you more series on Life Reality Walkway. And don't ever, ever forget that I love you so much. I'm still your darling, Sophie. Till I come your way again. Bye.